lagna people. Today I'll be talking about your yearly prediction for 2024. And before I begin with the predictions, one thing that you need to keep in mind is that whenever you listen to any prediction about a particular year, you make sure that you need to know the energy of that year. Like for this year, 2024, the summation of 2024, just 2 plus 2 plus 4, gives number 8, and ruler of this number is Saturn. So this whole year is about Saturnian energy. And good thing about this year is Saturn is placed in its mool trikona sign, which is Aquarius, Kumbh Rashi. Now last time when Saturn was there in Aquarius in 93, 94, 95, at that time those years were not particularly about, the energy of those years were not of Saturn. Okay, if you do the summation of 1993, it turned out to be 22. Okay, and that's number 4. So it was year of Rahu. Then if I talk about 95, that was 5. That was a year of Mercury. Then another 90, 93, 94, 95 was of, as I said, Venus. So it was all year of Rahu, Mercury and Venus. So they were not related to Saturn. But fortunately this year, when Saturn is placed in Aquarius sign, this year is also of Saturn. Something is going to happen for all the people. Okay, so one more thing I would like to conclude over here, that somebody asked me in the comment section that why I talk about Saturn so much. Why? One thing I would like to tell you, that first of all, this year is all about Saturn 2024. Second thing that you need to keep in mind is astrology is basically space time science. Time is what? Kal. And Saturn is basically Kal, which is time. And what is space? Space is your Mahadasha Antardasha. Now, everybody is having different space, different Mahadasha Antardasha. But your time could be same. Means the transit of Saturn through your lagna or through your moon sign could be same. Okay? But your space will always be different. Now, for Cancer Lagna people, this year, Saturn will be in your 8th house. And because Saturn is Lord of your 7th house and 8th house, and sitting in 8th house, that means lot of transformation, changes in your business partnership or in your marriage life. Lot of changes. There could be even shift of place because of your career. Why I'm telling you? From here, from 8th house, Saturn will be aspecting your 10th house. It will be aspecting your 2nd house and it will be aspecting your 5th house. Now, whenever Saturn comes, whenever the energy of Saturn comes in a particular year, it will give responsibility towards those areas where it is aspecting or sitting. Okay, so in your case, for Cancer Lagna, Saturn is sitting in your 8th house. So most of the responsibilities will be towards your in-laws, inheritance. Maybe you are looking for all the inheritance, towards your research and analysis, whatever you are, if you're working as a CA, if you are into all those scientific engineering and technology fields where research and analysis is required, you are into mining, chemical, chemistry, all those areas, you will be engulfed in all those things. If you're into history, geography, all these areas, even the CA, excise duty officer, CBI, all these people, income tax, these all come into 8th house. Okay, so now even astrologers, occult science people, they all are 8th house governing people. Now when this 8th house comes into picture, your responsibility toward that area will increase. And because Saturn here is aspecting towards 10th house, your responsibility towards your professional life will also increase, towards your status, your professional life. And 2nd house towards your family, your wealth, your savings, responsibility towards that. Then your 5th house, responsibility towards your children if you're married. If you're not married, responsibility towards your relationship, love relationship, your bonds, your own knowledge, to increase your knowledge, to hone your knowledge, be more serious towards acquiring more knowledge, and even towards creativity. What kind of creativity? how serious you are towards creativity. People who have Saturn in 8th house, sometimes their career comes out of their purva punya, whatever they have acquired in the past life, because the 10th aspect is on 5th house. So over here in your case for Cancer Lagna people, because Saturn will be sitting in your 8th house, so all the purva punya karmas, the last births karmas you have acquired, that kind of profession or that kind of change can occur in your life. And because it's 5th house, because from 10th aspect Saturn is looking at 5th house, so responsibilities towards your 5th house will increase. Okay. Now, one more important thing that you need to keep in mind is this whole year, when Saturn will be in your 8th house, Rahu will be next to it in the ninth house. Now, when Rahu is in ninth house, it will talk about that somewhere you will do travels or maybe pilgrimages also to those places which are near to water body, especially ocean or even rivers also, but mostly oceans, big water bodies, deep water bodies. There you can travel either for higher education, career, anything, just like that, for fun also, or even to pilgrimages also, which are near to these oceans, sea, bigger water bodies. Now, one more thing that you need to keep in mind is because even Jupiter is transiting in your 10th house, and whenever Jupiter transit from 10th house or Jupiter aspect 10th house, then, especially then, major changes comes in career. Good changes, not bad. Good changes comes in career. Either you will get a new job if you were looking for, or if you were looking for change in your career, then also. And whenever Jupiter sits over there in 10th house, in transit or aspect in transit, the 10th house, then whatever job you are going to get, there you will have a really good source of money. Means your salary will be really high. Why? I'm going to give you the reason. When Jupiter sits in 10th house, it aspects second house from fifth aspect. Okay, it aspects your fourth house and it aspects your sixth house. So two money houses. One is second house, the other one is sixth house. It aspects. So now you will, whatever salary you will get, that will be far better than the salary you were getting earlier. Okay, so for all the Cancer Lagna people, if you were looking for change in your career, some new change in your career, then definitely you will get that. And whatever salary you were getting earlier, now you will get more gains out of this position, out of this particular profession. Okay, now this was for Cancer Lagna. Now one more thing I would like to tell. Okay, this is something, another important thing, that because your lagna talks about moon, and whenever I've seen this for Cancer lagna people, because their lagna lord is moon, so we all know moon has this waxing waning nature. Okay, so their attitude and their life is also just like that. Sometimes, depending on their mood, they could be really good with you, sometimes they could be really bad, depending on their mood. Their mood fluctuates and everything just changes in their life. So, one thing that you need to keep in mind is for all the Cancer Lagna people, that if this sort of thing is happening in your life, okay, then you need to do remedy for your moon. Okay, if your moon is not good and you feel that there are mood swings in your life, you see fluctuation in your attitude, somewhere you find that even your, I mean, moon is somewhere afflicted in your chart, none of the good plants are even aspecting it, then, as I said, you need to do remedy for the moon. And the best moon remedy is either you can do charity on Purnima Tithi of every month, or even you can do You can pour water on shivling, and you can do a jap of Om Namah Shivaya 108 times. It's really good remedy. These three remedies are really good. You can do any one of them. As I said, you charity on Purnima. What I talked about that charity. What you need to donate is uh, you can especially donate milk, or you can donate wheat flour, or even rice, because ultimately you have to donate something white. And these three items, food items, are really good option for you to donate on the Purnima Tithi. So I gave you these three remedies. You can do any one of them for all the Cancer Lagna people, so that they find stability in their mood, and they can see a good, a focused life where they know what they have to do. As I said, for Cancer Lagna, this year is all about your career, the responsibility towards your family, uh, towards your children. So, because not just family, but even towards your savings and money also. So, one thing that you can see is, like, if you will make sure that you follow this whole regime, if you become more responsible, then this year can deliver really good at this time. Okay, especially in your career. As I said, whenever Jupiter transit or aspect from 10th house, transit not in your chart, but in transit, it transit from your 10th house, or it aspects 10th house, then it brings really good changes, brilliant changes in your career. Okay, so this was for Cancer Lagna people. One thing I would like to say, that for Cancer Lagna, if you want to get your personalized Kundli for 2024 in respect of your career, health, wealth, and relationship, then you can contact me through email ID or my WhatsApp number. You will get your personalized chart in respect of your space, whatever Mahadashanta Dasha is going on, and in respect of time, which is Saturn, the space time, whatever is going to happen in this year in the areas related to your career, health, wealth, relationship, you will get a personalized chart for the whole year of 2024. So this was all for Cancer Lagna. If you really like this video, then please do subscribe to my channel, Deep Astro Universe. Thank you so much.